Hey guys, this is Douglas coming back to you with Craftymon, and I don't know what episode it is, but it'll be in the title. And guys, we're starting off in the iron farm, and basically I've been AFK here for a tiny bit, and I still don't think that's going to be enough iron for what I actually need it for. I've got a few projects I want to kind of use iron for, so I have been AFK here for a while. Although, and guys, basically the reason was it was getting annoying for basically any time I wanted to cross over back to get to my house. I will show you in the day. Actually, nah. Basically, anytime I wanted to get back to my house, I had to go that way and then walk over there. Or walk that way. But now I can walk over this way, and I have a couple options. I can carry on going up and around, because I didn't want to completely cover this in, but I was able to basically make... I would have preferred to do a drawbridge, but this works. Granted, I probably could, but I didn't want to get messing around with pistons. And I have what I'm going to potentially turn at some point into a nice little docking area. I will sleep and then show those few little things that I have done. And today, guys, we're going to be working on potentially both those rooms. But first of all, I've got a full set of enchanted iron armor. I've enchanted my tools. Also, guys, this is a pretty decent iron pickaxe. Fortune and breaking efficiency 4 on. I can no longer fix it. Not in survival. Basically, guys, when a tool says it's too expensive, it just means you can't fix it in survival. You can still fix it in creative. So, technically speaking, yes, I can technically fix it, but in other words, yeah, no, I need to get mending if I ever want this to be fixed. So I have got 30 levels. I am potentially going to do at least a enchantment today. I did want to get a few more. I wanted to get to like 33, 34. I might go and AFK at the XP farm at some point in the episode, but anyway, I finished the enchantment table. Full level 30. It didn't take me that long. Basically, I just had to... There was 1, 2, 3, 6, 2 sixes, 12. There's like 13 more books I had to add. Because it was like done up to here, and then I just had to like do these. Also, to the grass there, that was already done. But I was so thankful because, guys, the grass done in here was done so nicely because of this lovely shovel. I was able to get silk touch on a shovel, and this wasn't the exact shovel. I was able to get silk touch on a shovel, and I was like, ah, yes, thank God. So I put the grass down, and the other day, I think it was the other day, but basically over the last few days, my lat shovel then broke, and I was like, no. For the most part, I think I've got the exact same shovel back. It had silk touch, unbreaking, and efficiency. I just don't know whether it had efficiency 4 or 5. I've also got a decent sword. Looting 1, I wish was looting 2. Unbreaking is okay. I wish I had sharpness 5, and then fire respect not 2. The only two things I wish were better were looting and fire respect. But at some point, I do plan to do full overhaul of that full set of diamonds, set of armor. And before I start working in there, this, and guys, if you saw the Overwatch stream the other day, then I did go into a brief context of this, but this has now been dug out further. This was going to originally be a villager room, but then I was like, okay, I'm going to need it bigger. And I'm kind of tempted to move, because part of me's like, do I want the armory over here? See, guys, my problem with putting the villagers here is it's going to run into a problem where I might potentially be breaking my iron farm. Over here, they will be perfectly fine. So I potentially might just work around these. I've done most of the digging out on here, but I just wanted to show how much I basically do dig out. Also, guys, I ran into a little problem, and I'll show the problem in 30 seconds. But yeah, this is how much I have to dig. I had to fix this a couple times just from doing it. Like, this has also been slightly more extended. I think I could theoretically go another 10 blocks, and I'd probably be fine. But today we're going to be working on the nether portal room, because I need access to the nether before I can even start working on the lab. Because I've got some quartz stuff, not too much, I'd like more. Plus, I need to go back to the nether to get some more crimson stems. And it's kind of hard when I physically have to jump over lava. Basically, guys, what happened was I took the 12 buckets and basically just went and did it that way. Also, guys, these are the two new things I found while wandering. I'm going to let them sort of level up during the episode, just because it's not going to be too annoying. Also, guys, I'm kind of questioning whether I should be using cobblestone stairs as anything apart from roofs. But I've got some of the stuff that I need to... I also found a shiny version of Ominous. But also, guys, the one thing that I'm slightly questioning is, at the minute, this is fine. You know what? I will be popping to XP Farm at some point after I do this. So, but guys, my one concern is, am I going to essentially be burning down my whole house? So I've got a couple barrels full of stuff that I'm potentially going to need. Nether bricks, dyes, and glass. And guys, I forgot what you needed to dye, because at the time I was like, okay, for each one, like, I grabbed half a stack of each. Orange wasn't exactly the easiest things to find, because I had to find specific flowers, and that wasn't exactly fun. I was like, okay, so per one, I'm going to need one per one and all that lot. Because I thought it worked a case of you basically went like that, and then then you got your colour. No, it works on a case of you use a crafting table. Like, I'd completely forgot how it works. But yeah, so guys, both floors are basically just cobblestone underneath, and me being an idiot at the time was thinking, oh, I'm gonna need this too low. No, I was 100% wrong. Now I'm gonna do some on the floor. Although, guys, I will say now, it's been kind of annoying not being able to get up. Like, if I fall down here, I've had to basically break some of this. Also, it turns out they should theoretically be able to spawn in the nether. And guys, I do plan to do snow. It's just a case of I wanted like wood, like I didn't want cobblestone underneath the wood. Like, I actually wanted it to, be nice. But both floors have basically got cobblestone dug underneath them. Now, guys, as far as I'm aware, the lava should not, set to this. And my more theory into why it shouldn't, called some outward, is literally a case of my house has not burnt down yet. I even tried having some, I literally grabbed a few planks, had this how it was, left it for a few seconds, I think it's like a minute or something, and then, did the opposite. I went like this and see if it would, and from what I can tell, as long as it's 2 blocks, I should be fine. But getting to the new dogs, I got 2 of the, I think it's the tiger biome dogs, I'm not 100% sure. But getting to the nether portal, I made a bunch of nether bricks. I plan to use them as a wall, but to start, I'm going to take that, and I'm like, oh, I need to go craft. It's like, hold on, wait a minute, I've got a crafting table here. Now, while I could do panes, it would be very much pointless. Now, guys, 1, it's over lava, so if I lose any, then they're lost permanently. 2, why I do have a silk touch item. If those break, kind of snookered. But the reason I was going for because I could have 100% just done plain simple glass, but I didn't want to. I actually wanted the glass to look nice, and quite frankly, I also wanted it to make sense. Because, orange red glass, fire. Unless I'm just an idiot. Now, for now, it's kind of my only way in to the nether portal. But I'm undecided whether... See, I don't think I'm going to continue the pattern into here. part of me's kind of tempted. Do I? I'm gonna go do the other side. Red, orange, red, orange, red, orange. No, the poor thing. Like, guys, that was a literal, like, accident of the thing kind of being in my way. Which I have got the annoyance of dealing with them at some point. My mistake. I mean, to be fair, I'm also trying to do basically two at the same time. But yeah, so guys, my plan. See, part of me is kind of like, do I just go full glass? Because I wanted this to feel like nether themed. And I mean, I kind of. I'm gonna finish the pattern at the back. I kind of want to do a walkway at the front. But, like, I have Mystic Red. I think. No, it's because I went to. Yeah, I got it. Never mind. Yeah, see, that works out perfectly. And, yeah, I prefer it. See, I don't really have a problem walking on there. Damn it, I'm doing it. I wasn't going to do full glass, but I do really like it. There, guys, I haven't turned on just for the one timer. It's like there's been several times where I've had like this one particular tool that I've had for a while. It's been really good, and unfortunately, it's come to a point where it's like, and it's before I get mending. So I have used it in the past to essentially fix those tools. There, guys, if anyone does remember back with Quest, back when I basically made what was the ultimate sets of armor and tools, where I took every enchantment and chucked them onto the swords, full set of armor. It took ages. I despised it. I still do, but you no longer can do all that. Like, you used to be able to manually chuck them on, and you no longer can. Like, I can no longer go and chuck, like, if I want Bane of Aspros on this, I need to get another sword, and then put the Bane of Aspros swords onto, like, this. But I stand by this, sharpness is just better. Now, Wall-wise, what am I gonna do? Also, the other problem is I don't want to put up this wall, which means I can't just go and do what I was gonna go and do and just put the snow golems in and dig it. But like, I can't start pulling wood walls up in here until like this gets done. Even then, I'm kind of tempted to go for concrete, but I'm gonna grab 2 blocks. I'm gonna put one there and there. Like, yes, fire can spread, but I don't know whether lava would. I'm just gonna give him like 5 minutes. Plus, then it gives me some time to actually think. I could theoretically do leaves. Mm. Also, guys, I do have a few grass blocks. Just because I figured at some point, well, at the time I figured, if my shovel breaks, I'm then out of grass blocks, so I'm just gonna mine. Like, I went on a mad spree. See, cobblestone deeps. Like, I don't want to follow the pattern. What does jungle look like? Kind of nice. Do I have any, like, that's acacia, which I do stand by, looks nicer like that. I think the grey looks so much more nicer. What does jungle look like stripped? Why do I feel like I know what jungle looks like stripped? Because I did it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, not doing jungle. Birch. Okay, doing birch. So I turned behind and my whole house is on fire. But guys, they've had a couple minutes, so I wanna say they'll be fine. But like, it's a case of do I take, like, how much of a temptation am I pushing? Like, I'm gonna be so much more happier once the war's done. Um, yeah, I'm calling it. I think that would be fine. Like, it'd 100% be a different story if I did that. But like, again, not going to. Guys, we're back. It's been a little while. And by a little while, it's been one of those cases where it's been a decent length of time, but not. It's not been stupidly long, but it's not also been short. And basically, I decided, why go through all the pain and problems of getting a load of wood when I can just do it and record at the same time? And basically, that's like, this is literally what I've been doing to get birch. This one tree, I've been cutting it down. But yeah, guys, got a decent bit of XP. Be doing, because I wouldn't want to cut it into 2 videos, and I feel like, based on the length alone, I would feel like it wouldn't be fair. Because, guys, the Telltale games for Batman are about an hour and a half long each. And while I have no problem filming it, I'd have to be cut down to about an hour, and I want to get as much into them as possible. When it came to Dispatch, I can honestly tell you now, other than the episode 8, which was a bit more edited than the others, a lot, like, most of it did, like, basically just taking out things like hacking and all a lot. But other than that, like, I kept most of it in because it was important to the story. Also, guys, I did get a decent bit. I also planned to have a nice little pool in the back. But to basically show what it will look like, it'll look a lot like this. Like stacks, like 3.5 stacks, I think it was. I think 3 to 4.5. Like it's word vomit. But I can actually speak today. Right, while the rest of it does smell, I'm gonna see if I can try and fill in the gaps. It's not gonna be fun or easy. Gap there, gap there, and a gap there. Yeah, I am just gonna do. I'm just gonna essentially do a full glass floor. Because overall, why the original design was just two alleys of glass and have it look so fiery and all that lot. I am just gonna go for this. It's a lot more relaxed. No, it's a lot more sort of calmer than what I was gonna do. Okay, I'll try and work with the rest. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Also, guys, if you did see the Monster Hunter videos this week, first of all, thank you. They're not the typical Monster Hunter videos I wanted to be putting out, but at the same point, it was a nice little series. And guys, in the second part of the What If, basically what I did was a What If Fatalis edition. Because if you haven't seen it, go check out part 1, go check out part 2. Time recording part 2 is not out yet, but like again, I'm recording this on Wednesday, it'll be out Thursday. But this will be out Friday. At the time recording, I have no idea whether it'll be streaming Friday or not, but Deadpool does release on the 16th. I have had a brief check, and we'll say I do definitely like some of the new skins. And from what I can tell, I don't think I've missed that much. Like, it's been a literal couple weeks. And I can't keep saying and. I literally completely forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, so guys, it's basically a series where it was like, what if I had Fatalis from the beginning? And okay, I need to stop saying and. So I was like, I know I can, but like I think it might be interesting to see how far you can get. And guys, in part 1, Like, part 1, I almost died to poison. Kinda cheesed it. By literally, like, I can't remember the exact whether it was a case of, like, I accidentally hit it or whether I think I did on purpose hit it. But I think I'm gonna rule as long as it's not my healing items, it's fair game. But in part 2, I basically was like, I get a life now for high rank. In master rank, I'm gonna get all 3 lives for each quest at some point. I'll have a couple lives for the first part of master rank, and then the second part I'll have all 3 of my lives onwards. Just because I will be fighting things like Valkana by myself, which I'm not looking forward to. Do I think I can do it? Yes. Am I also like at that point onwards? I'm stating the fact of for Elder Dragon fights, I am allowed to send up an SOS flare, but like part of me doesn't want to, and I probably won't. But like it'd be a case of can I essentially go for the full game? And why most people would be like, yeah, 100%. Guys, like for the first part, it was a case of I can't heal, nothing. For part 2, it was like, okay, I have a life. Which, guys, if you've not seen part 2, I recommend going and watching it. But in that fight, I had to go toe to toe Pink Rathian because Old Monster New World was Pink Rathian. And as I was in the middle of saying, look, as I go and check this, because I think I was double checking to make sure Pink Rathian didn't do what Gold and Silver did, wouldn't change their dragon weakness to more of a water weakness. Because Gold and Silver do it, at least Silver does. I think Gold does too. And I was like, oh, watch as I'm checking this, it'll poison me and I'll die. And I did. And at the time, I was like, guys, my cat resurrecting me does not count as, the life. I then later did say it did. And no, I didn't die. I didn't die at any other point, so it didn't really make a difference. But the part of me was like, I kind of want to say it does. So I was like, it counts as a life. I need my shovel. Just just because, guys, I was like, it feels like, yes, my cat resurrected me. But like, it feels wrong to essentially go and say, no, my cat resurrected me doesn't count as me dying, when in reality, yeah, 100% does. And so I did basically rule in, yes, it did. I didn't end up dying at any other point, so it didn't make a difference. But so far, in both parts, in part 1, I almost died to Pookie Pookie from poison. In part 2, I almost died from Pink Rathian from poison. Well, do die from Pink Rathian from poison. The reason I said I was giving myself a life in high rank is, at the time I didn't consider it, but I was like, no life for low rank, a life in high rank, 2 for the first half of master rank, and then all my lives back permanently from the rest of high rank, which I'm gonna basically go from when you would first encounter Valkana. Now, technically speaking, you do 3 hunts against Valkana. No, I am not doing 3 separate master rank hunts against Valkana. I'm doing 1 because I can't technically do 2 of them. And the reason I can't technically do 2 of them is because 2 of them are literal hunts where you have to go and, repel Valkana. I can't go and redo it. And then another one's like, oh, you need to go and, defend Celiana. Valkana's attacking. Which is the one literally just before you have to go and slay Valkana. So I will be doing 1 Valkana hunt, which does technically mean 2 hunts that I'm essentially getting past. But at the same point, there's not much that I can do past at that point, other than, you know, find someone who's doing a defense Eliana and beg them to kick me out. Oh, great, it's going to be annoying, isn't it? I kind of like them just in the floor. Like, I have fully evolved the thing. Suppose it's kind of safe to just have you wander. Oh, no, stay away from the lava, stay away from the lava. Am I missing one? I'm slightly believing I did. Which is slightly annoying. Yeah, broke 3 pieces of glass to, you know, for some reason. There was some logic behind it. But yeah, guys, so this thing is almost ready to evolve. But this is now my, you know, nether portal room. Now, would it have probably been smart to raise it up one? Probably. At the same point, I kind of like how it looks as if it's falling in. Now, for the roof, oh my god, you look a lot more cooler. I will probably try and evolve that by the end, unless I already have one. Which I'm going to double check. For the roof, I'm thinking of just doing like a straight cobblestone roof. Also, guys, those little baby things are literally just, you know, the baby versions of this. See, guys, my weapons chest is basically just bows. Not kidding, it's literally just bows. Right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and try. And basically, I'm gonna go and cut down some birch trees. Gonna try and get a good bit more wood to. Like, see, I don't think the lava's gonna be too much of a problem now. Just so I got an easy way up, just so I can kind of do half of it. Because I don't know why, but part of me kind of just wants to sort of have it come up to here, be the open things, and just be like, BAM! And just be able to sort of look them both. But before I do that, I'm going to test to see what the cobblestone looks like in between. You know, instead of using the cobblestone chest, I may as well just go and use the one that's, you know, full of it. I mean, I suppose I could kind of pretend that's a chimney, or I just do the very sensible thing. I just go and make a couple more stairs. That stone cut is literally right here. See, part of me was thinking, oh, what if I want to do this grand giant thing, it'll look nicer. But it's like, no, 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 don't complicate the facts. Never complicate the facts. I mean, I'm not against it. But, like, same point, like... Like, if we do, say, 3 like that... Same point, they're both going to sort of be like that, and... Yeah, no, I'm just going to leave it how it is. After I've go and fixed the roof bar, I've just destroyed. But like guys, I will say now, my base is born from me being like, I don't plan to permanently live here to, yeah, I'm never leaving here. Like, I've put way too much time and effort into this place. But I am going to go and cut down another... I want to try and get, say, another stack. Also, guys, don't know why, but I've also been recording Craftymon for longer this week. Like, I've been recording for longer than normal, because normally I record for like an hour and a half, and that's normally basically just a full-length 45-minute video. Normally. Unless you were the GTA 5 video, which got up to about an hour. And guys, that was about 2.5 hours worth of footage. There was the Diamond Casino. I potentially can now. I do need a refresher. But I'd still say it's 50-50. I'm going to go 2 more high. It's like, why can't I jump an extra 2 blocks? Turns out I could if I wasn't being an idiot. But yeah, so guys, at the minute, one of the biggest things I've had to essentially edit, that's why that makes sense, was that GTA 5 video. just because it was it was the setup, so like it wasn't too annoying. It's just one of the longest things that I say. It's the 100% one of the longest things I've had to edit. Granted, I've streamed for longer. Like the Telltale games, I streamed for like an hour and a half, which isn't longer. Hang on, it might have been longer though. No, because this was a straight hour and a half. This was a case of 2 hours of recording, and then the additional half an hour recording, because it was not 2 hours, 2.5 hours worth of recording. I can tell you that because it would have been a lot longer, because it wouldn't have been possible. But guys, it's basically going to look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might just leave a space above that, but basically that all the way around. A nice little swimming pool down here. I might go. And 8 blocks to corner off. Like I said, guys, I'll finish all this next episode. Like I'm kind of tempted to do that for the pool. Or more specifically, this. Because I think that's a nice, decent size. I'll then have like a nice snow floor. Which, to be fair, this is starting to look really nice. Like, guys, my biggest complaint with my base at the minute is there's no rooms. You can't like walk into multiple rooms and be like, yeah, this looks nice. Like, this is starting to look nice now. That does look nice, but the walls still kind of look ugly. This 100% looks nice, and it's one of my proudest parts of my base. This just looks like a plain storage room. This just looks like an entrance. Which then this is, but I mean, this looks modified. Like, you walk into here. Like I said, guys, in between episodes, what I will do is go and get a bunch more soul sand. Just enough to fill out this whole area. Plant a load of it. And then just sort of wait for it to grow. And one benefit of being able to do this is I'm currently shiny hunting. Again. Guys, it never used to be. It never used to be one of my highlights because I never used to do it. But once I started shiny hunting back in Scarlet and Violet, like last year, because I didn't complete the Pokedex at the time because I wasn't that bothered about it. Like, completing the Pokedex never really been something that's bothered me. So I completed it last year. And I was like, oh, and I started shiny started popping up, so I started shiny hunting a little bit. I got a few of the ones I wanted to get, like, I got a shiny Skull Bunny. I do have a shiny Dust Form Lycanroc that I traded, like, I got a while ago, that I traded over to Sword or Shield. I think it was Shield to do a playthrough. Because I wanted a shiny Dust Form Lycanroc to do a playthrough on that. I still wanted to get another for my shiny team on Scarlet and Violet. I got a shiny Charizard. Like, I got a bunch of ones. Like, I got shiny, like, the ones I wanted to get was a shiny Skull Bunny, shiny Dust Form Lycanroc, shiny Lucario, shiny Gardevoir, and shiny Charizard and Gyarados were benefits. Like, they were nice, and shiny Metagross. Like, I've got a couple shiny Lucarios because I got one on the Legends EA. Potential for about 3 shiny Gyarados because I got 2 golden Magikarps on Legends EA. So I've been shiny hunting Legends EA. I'm currently shiny hunting because shiny Mega Gardevoir looks cool. it takes base carnivore, which looks cool. Its mega also looks cool, and it just improves it a lot. Like, it turns it from looking kind of just how it normally does to qualified. Plus, black with most designs works. Anyway, guys, hope you have enjoyed today's video. Again, like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and guys, please don't let the one video that like the Minecraft Plus thing. Please don't allow that to essentially be the thing that's essentially killed my channel, because Jack Sucks at Life basically put a video out that on his Jack Sucks Stuff channel, and his views have went down. Please don't let that be the same thing. Like, it was a bonus video that I was kind of happy to do, but at the end of the day, if I do feel like it is actually ending up like being a downgrade, I will eventually just privatize it. But at the minute, I want to let it grow. But guys, again, new around it, like, comment, subscribe, and this is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye.